a lot on the technical and some technical issues, and in this case we will start like going through the different points of the update. So here I have with me Las, who is the one who will play the game and show you the new updates, new fixes. And he's a great tester. He has been working with us for last 2-3 weeks very intensely on these new fixes, but he came I think 2 months ago, last.
Actually, I've been on the forums and with the game since before you even had anything out. But yeah, we've been going through. I've been part of the pre-release testing group for maybe a month and a half now, I think.
Yeah, so Las was maybe there, omnipresent, watching all of us, watching everything before I came to the project. So this is, I feel really comfortable. He really knows the game much better than me. So okay, Las, can you show a picture of me on the image, or not, or is not possible?
I should be able to. Let's see
Like
what I can get here.
or it will maybe do worst in because not the screen can't be seen, won't be able to, the people won't be able to see the screen. You can put a small picture of me, so people will know that we are two, you know, like
Yeah,
two
let me
voices
see if I can't grab it here.
in one person. I don't know. I don't know why we can't hear the game music. Is there any trouble with the game music?
Nope, it's in there just fine. I've got the volume a little lower, but I should be able to boost that up here.
Great.
Also, Jesus, if you're watching the actual broadcast, you'll have to make sure that that's not muted on your end.
Yeah, in my case, it's muted. I mean, it's muted. I don't want to hear my voice twice.
Gotcha, okay. Alright, Jesus, how would you like to start? With the last save game or some of the new graphic options?
Yeah, I think, well, first of all, if you can put my image a little bit to the right, more to the right, like on the corner, because yeah, we are really occupying a lot of space on the screen. So if you can move our both to the left side. Sorry. Because can you make the image yeah, only my face is like not the whole, yeah, because
I think that looks a little better,
need to
yeah.
save space for yeah, that's much better. Great. Yeah, because on the other side there is the queue with the research queue and all that. Okay, so let's start. Yeah, the first thing people will notice is that when they will start the game, you will be able to start a world and then go out from that world and start another world without exiting the game. This is the first nice improvement we added, and we also can take a look at the options menu. Can you go to the options menu? And we have game, and in the game menu we have the autosave option. Well, I don't know. I'm talking about the game menu, not the graphics menu. Don't change it, man. How to save? And tutorial. And tutorial. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, my connection maybe is like the Atlantic Ocean is so far. I'm so far from you. So the idea is to have a in-game tutorial that will guide you through the first steps in the game, and we have also the autosave option and the camera lock. And its autosave option was very demanded by users who wanted to really have a way to assure that they won't lose their stuff if the game was hanged, or if they kind of if they were, for example, if they had some technical issue with the game. Yeah, so we can go to the graphic menu. Graphic options menu, and we have the volumetrics, dynamic shadow, all of that small tuning checkboxes where we can enable and disable to allow people that to adjust the game, kind of the performance of the game to their machine. I personally can tell you that my machine is not powerful at all. I have a Core 2 Duo 1.3 gigahertz with 8 gigabytes of RAM, and my graphic card is 512 megabytes. So it's not very powerful, and the game runs pretty decent in most cases. So yeah, with those options I can run it smoother. Okay, so let's go on, and then we will start a new game to show you the tutorial.
One of the cool things that's in this is you can actually pick the starting suit color, which was originally random. So I'm going to go with black and white because I think that just looks so much more awesome than the blue one. And we'll go with a random world.
Something cool that the game this update has is that you will notice the game booting in half of the time, like in less than a minute or something. You will be playing the game, you will be in the menu, and in less than a minute you will generate your world. So the team really optimized, the coders really optimized the game to be really much more fluent and much more faster and soft and lighter. Okay, last, have you activated the tutorial?
Yep, it's actually up there right now, as you can see.
That's it.
It kind of gives you a nice run through with everything here. And another thing, you'll kind of notice a little pink question mark popping up here. Until you've actually harvested something, it'll actually have that little pink question mark when you curse over an area. And then afterwards, once you've mined it, it'll tell you what type of ore or dirt or whatever that is for you.
Yeah, so as you can see, the tutorial is guiding you through the different steps you have to take in the game. Like, it's the basic things in the game. So you will pick up your combinator. Essentially, the most important thing is your combinator, and the weapons, and also the shovel and axe and pickaxe. So once you gather your resources, the next thing you should do is to go and pick up everything that is inside and really harvest the pod. And Laz, can you show them the log?
All right, this is one of the data logs you can find in some places throughout the game, which will help explain the story for what's actually happened on the planet as we get in here now. And if you guys want to read through here, we'll give you guys a little time. I've seen a whole bunch of these already.
Yeah, it's kind of logs from the survivors, or that are sent to you. If you are seeing this, then I must be, well, you know, I have no idea how much time will have passed from you by now, or if you are safe. All I know is that I need you to make it for us, for everyone who didn't get the chance to be where you are now. You have to make sure that this never happens again, that people don't forget what we did, how we did it. If it hadn't been for the hope, well, let's just say next time there might be no hope to save anyone. We were extremely lucky that in our darkest hours we had been unknowingly prepared to save our race. If it had happened at any other time, you'd all be gone too. Keep a light on for me. Keep a light on for all of us. So this is kind of a message from the survivors.
All right, yesterday
So we can go on.
Yesterday, Spoon, when he was streaming, he showed you guys a lot of the starting controls and all of that. But I'm going to show you some of the other cool stuff that's with this new release here. In the current pre-release, whenever you mine blocks that actually have ore in them, instead of just giving you a straight one, each block will randomly give you 1 to 3 ore. So in that case, I mined 3 and I kind of got lucky and actually got a straight 9 with that. And that should save everyone a lot of time when you're just kind of running through, digging and looking for minerals and that kind of stuff. Especially if you're like me and you like to dig a tunnel straight down and maybe go a little...
Hey Laz, can you share your screen, your game screen with me? I think it will be better because I'm having a lag. Tremendous lag, like for 5 seconds or something. Yeah, because I'm in Spain. We have to point out that we have a whole ocean in the middle. So I'm in Spain, and I don't know exactly where Laz is living.
I'm actually in North Dakota, so we are thousands of miles apart. I'm dead smack in the middle of the United States, and he's way overseas in Spain, in that place I've read about a few times in, you know, books in school.
Yeah. So this is how we are making Darkout possible. I think with worldwide help, manpower. Yeah, we are like 9 people. Hopefully soon we will be 10 from 7 countries. So you can imagine this game is not something easy, and it's not something easy to develop. It's hard to coordinate everyone, and yeah, to keep everything going on. Okay, great. I can see it.
Perfect.
Much better. Let's go.
A little slower for me now. Got it streaming in 2 areas, but that's alright.
Okay, so you are mining some dirt?
Yep, I'm mining up a bunch of stone, grabbing some wood, so I can kind of get a first base built up over here.
Great. As you can see, the tutorial is guiding you through how to chop trees, through how to place. It will guide you about how to place blocks in the future. So that's the idea of the game. Trying to introduce you in this really dangerous world, but step by step. As you can see also, once you place the target cursor on something, you will see what's the material that you are pointing at. What's that? It's like dirt, is wood, is stone, whatever it is. You can see exactly what you are looking for, or what you are going after it. And this is the glow stick. The glow stick is quite powerful. It's something that you will have to work to be able to craft those glow sticks, and it's quite nice. Also, you may have seen that the names of the stages in the game have changed. We have day, night, and then we will have something called the dark moon. That it will be really pitch black. It will be really dangerous. So that's why we made it with all the purpose to really make the player kind of feel kind of in danger, in real danger of that world. Because for example, Laz, he just died. So because he has he doesn't have enough armor at the moment, and it's at the beginning of the game you are kind of really helpless in this environment. You have only the glow torch or glow stick. Last, he's going after you. So die bitch.
This is a PG-13 channel, Jesus.
Okay, sorry.
Also, if anyone watching has any questions, just go ahead and post on there and we'll answer them live for you here. If there's anything we can clarify, or if you want to tell me to stop being sucky and getting killed by all these parasites that keep destroying me. But I think we'll start building a rudimentary shelter, and then we'll work our way up to something a little more awesome. We'll start up here. We've got our research section here. We've got a whole bunch of different stuff you can research. I've got 377 research points. You get points by killing enemies. You get fewer points, but pretty consistent points by just digging stuff up and finding things. If you find a different biome, you'll get a pretty large burst of points from doing that. And they'll last you quite a while for a few tiers of research. And then eventually I'll have to start running after stuff to kill and get all that going too. So I think we'll try and start with some of the basics here. Furnace is pretty important to get that going. You're not going to use a fuel tank for a while. And it's pretty expensive too. I don't have 300. And I think we'll get a glass jar in there too. Okay. Also, one other thing down here is a little, currently empty, but it's a research bar. As you research items that are in
if somebody who is watching the video can you hear the music, the game music? Last they hear the music because I can't hear anything, you know.
Yeah, they should be able to hear everything. You talking, me talking, music from the game, all of it. Heck, they would
Right.
hear my own music if I started playing it right now.
The water physics are something that also will be improved in the future. Already are we have it planned for the future. Another feature we added is that if you press the F10 key, you can see you can see the seed number of the world. Yeah, and be careful because you are gonna die. You are gonna die.
I know.
Okay. Yeah, this you were about to be killed by the seed number. Killer seed number. Yeah, you need something. Yeah, you need to pick up the parts to build the doors, no? And then you are going to look for more wood to make the roof. Yeah, let's see if we can get to the point where we can make arrows, and to show how they we change the arrows so they can stick into walls. And this is pretty nice because we have fire arrows that really emit light. So when you are going through a really dark tunnel, for example, you can shoot those arrows along the way, and they will be really enlightening your way. And this is the effect. This is really nice. But you know, I don't know if we will get to that point in this session. But this is something. It's a cool improvement. And another thing we added to the game is camera lock. If you want to show it when you have time, Las.
Sure, we'll show that right now, actually. And what the camera lock basically does is when you're moving to the sides, it's not going to let your screen kind of strafe off in those other directions. It just keeps you at the center of everything the whole time. So when you're running around, that won't be an issue. You can still zoom out, zoom in by holding in shift and scrolling on your center mouse key there. But when you're moving your cursor way up to the sides, it's not going to lock you in there. Or it is going to lock you in there, I should say. I can see some jellies in the water there, which I'm not too excited about seeing.
Yeah, but they are really yeah, harmless. You can kill them really easily. But the problem is that you have almost any help with the you have no health at the moment. Almost anything.
But you know what? Let's go ahead and heal up there. And you can see we got that little cooldown timer up there at the top left till I can heal again. But in the meantime,
Yeah.
keep going.
Yeah, great. Have you mentioned the research points? You get research point when you craft things, new things, and you research, and you kill enemies and that.
Yep. Yeah, I talked about research and all that stuff already.
It fits really nice in the background. Like, it's not like it makes really like the feeling like they are integrated, all the building blocks when you're placing.
Yeah, that's one of the things I really liked about this game when I first started playing it. I mean, like I still am a huge Terraria fan, but having the patterns kind of go together like that's pretty sweet, I think.
Can you explain a bit why are you placing the background tile set or tiles?
Yeah, I'm pretty much just putting in the background tiles because it kind of makes the base look a little more complete, a little finished, a little more awesome, in my opinion, once you get that in there. And yeah, it kind of helps you with just everything. It's kind of a nice look, I think.
Yeah, but at the moment, I think that the background tiles are not doing pretty much anything in
No,
the game.
they aren't.
I mean, they don't affect you. Yeah, we talked about really improving this behavior, the behavior of the enemies, making them to attack you or trying to appear in some of the enemies to appear inside your base if you don't place the background tiles. Or like flying enemies, for example, like bats or like jellies. I don't know which kind of enemies, but some kind of enemies maybe in the future will be able to appear in the middle of your base if you don't place the background tiles.
Harmless, huh, Jesus?
Okay, you died.
It's like, oh, they're just some innocent, harmless jellyfish. Kill me.
You know, jellyfishes are very... They love the water. Here in Spain, in my region, we have a lot of concentration of jellyfishes. And it's really sometimes it's really dangerous or it's really critical. So I think that when they are in the water, they get worse. they can be more aggressive or something. I don't know. Maybe the medium of water is more like they feel more agile or more alive underwater. So what you are doing now?
Well, what I'm doing at this point, I'm building a tunnel. Build one just going straight down, but when you build one that kind of goes sideways.
Yeah, but you are building the tunnel because you are looking for something now. Yeah, you are about to enter the caves biome, I think. The caverns, or something like that. No, it's like all caverns.
Oh, it actually says it right over here. Currently, I'm in the tunnel biome, including in here is still tunnel.
Yeah, tunnel. Yeah, this biome has a different kind of enemies, kind of a giant bat. No, I remember the giant bat and the small bats too.
This one will have small bats in it, but it won't have the big ones. The big ones will come up much further down.
I can see you are not researching rubber,
Mm-hmm.
maybe.
Yep.
Yeah, researching rubber. On the bottom left of the screen, I can see your icon, how it's fulfilling the progress. Also, on the bottom right of the screen, you can see the what the player is doing. He's like researching that or crafting that, or and the like, research points you get for that.
Yep, that would be the activity log. It's gonna basically put in there everything you're doing, and if you're trying to do something you can't, it'll try and give you some hints in there too.
Also, something that is not implemented yet is the dark and light meters that you can see on the top of the screen, the center. They now they change. I don't know what are the variables, why they are changing, because yeah they follow. So, but in the future it will be really depending on where you are, the time of the day you are living, and a lot of like factors like how much light you have in your armor. Some fun with the spider. How many ores do you need to progress?
Well, at this point, I just need to basically get a bunch of research points, so I've got to go around killing stuff or finding new biomes. With the tunnel, I'm actually up to 700 now, so I can try and build a few other things in here.
Yeah, something I thought that could be good is to put the research points somewhere like in a easier, more visible place, because it's kind of hidden in the menu. And I think I will suggest to the devs if what they think, if to Adrian, the game director, ask them about what about placing the research point in some another more visible place. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could probably get away with putting it right around here on the menu. I think right on top would be fine.
Yeah, or on the top of the screen. I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, having to open a menu to take a look at the number, the research point number. I think is it requires to press the key to hide to press it again, only to check out how many points you have. So let me guess let me figure out what you are doing. You are going down, so you will you won't fight very much once you will find an enemy. So you will be respawning up the stage. No?
Yep, I'm pretty much going down to get as much rare ore as I can before I die.
Yeah, this is a suicidal strategy.
And it works pretty well, too.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, one discussion we had on the forums was about why don't we make the player's death something like a punishment when you die. Yeah,
Oh, they've already got
there was
that in the game. The current death penalty is if you're using a battery, it will completely half the power, which I don't particularly like too much, but I suppose that's all there really is right now.
Yeah, I don't know if we will do something like dropping all your objects on the world in the future when you die. You know, it's like everything you have in your equipment, it will be lost. You know.
That's okay. I think I'd be more for that if it was a harder difficulty. Oh, look, I fell into a giant cavern. Let's see what we got.
Yes, this looks dangerous. I think it's a good place to die. Don't you think so? Wow, man, you have they are glowing bullets. That's great. They have a cool effect in the middle of the dark. I like the black smoke effect some enemies have.
Oof, they killed me pretty quick.
Okay, that's a good excuse to go back to the to the base and then continue to make a bed or something, or not, or don't you want to make a bed?
Yeah, I do. Let's see what we've got here. I'll have to get a little bit more wood
Take a
here
rest.
first.
Ah, yeah, you can take a good rest afterwards.
Yeah, Sultanis, you can actually initiate research whether you're in the base or not currently.
Have you explained the concept of tiers, different tiers in the game?
Well, there actually aren't tiers in the game anymore. Like, there's still, I suppose, tier gear, but the way the research system works currently is based on discovery for the most part. That's why you'll kind of see here I've got some, like this wooden claw at the top, it's tier 1. The fuel tank's actually a tier 2 item, and that's actually the highest I've got is some tier 2 items. But as you discover things, you might still have some tier 2 or 3 items in here, but then you might also be researching some stuff that's actually tier 6 or even 7. So there's still plenty of stuff you can do, but it's no longer tiered in the traditional sense it used to be. There was a lot of player feedback early on in the game. A lot of people did not like the tiered system, So they completely overhauled how research works, and that was a major patch that came out, I think roughly a month, maybe a month and a half ago now.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, we have it was something hard for the devs to change the to remove the tiers, and I remember some people didn't understand well that we didn't have any kind of tiers. So now you can go and research like everything you want, and you will progress through the tree, to the research tree, with no limit.
Yeah, the only limit you've got is, you know, there's going to be some stuff you'll have to research before you can actually activate other higher tier items. For example, you'll have to learn how to make some of the higher level pickaxes and other devices you can use to harvest before you'll be able to actually harvest the ore that will unlock that research path. A good example of that would be if you find some titanium ore, that will unlock the ability to research titanium bars and so on from there.
So it's based on discovery. So yeah, it's really nice, because I think this is much more natural, because it really depends on your skills. You will go and die. In 3, 2, 1. I really think that you should get rid of that spider. Okay, so you got dark matter. Okay, you have another friend. And why you don't use glow sticks to kill them?
You only start out with 5. I've got 4 on the base, and I put 1 up there to kind of light things up. And I'll grab that one for now. But yeah, after I placed it and I started digging, I couldn't reach it, so I couldn't grab it, and I had to use my gun instead.
Yeah, if you don't place light sources for example, on top of your base, you will suffer from a lot of, not a lot, maybe 1, 2 mobs spawning on your base, because they perceive your presence.
Alright, now I'm building the first device you can build, which is going to be the furnace. I can use that later to actually make some bars and some other items. And until that finishes, I kind of get to hang out here for right now. I've also got a bed being made, and once I place that and use that, bed's similar to Terraria, actually determine your spawn point in the game.
Also, you can sleep on the bed and you get your health back. You regenerate your health.
Yep, that's true too, though it is very, very slow.
It's for very patient people. For example, if you wanna go and take a bath and then watch the match, your favorite soccer match, and maybe when you come back, you will have your health, your character health, completely full again. I'm exaggerating, but something like that.
And also, if you go out of there, whenever you've actually queued up a few items, it won't by default pop up again, but if you click this little blue bar over here, it'll pop that back out for you. You can see it pretty easy. Same with the actual activity log on this side. You can click the little wing there, it'll pop out, and you can actually scroll up and down in there and track out what's going on.
you can make many things, but if you go for furniture, you won't be able to place many more. Yeah, you can research the arrows, the fire arrows, so we will be able to show them to the people, like how they get the graphic effect.
Alright, looks like I'm going to have to go on a little tar hunting spree here first. And we'll queue up a bunch of stuff in here first. Alright, looks like that's all I can get for now. And yeah, I just showed you guys what not to do right there. Make sure you avoid long falls. I find those to be incredibly bad for my health.
You had a suggestion to avoid the death of to die from a long fall with water. You remember?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you're digging a tunnel straight down, when you periodically go through, you can make little catches and dump a bunch of water in there. And then when you fall, as long as the water you put down there is deep enough, it'll actually catch. You won't take any damage. You can jump out and just start digging again. And you do that, you just find a spot with a bunch of water like this. And that looks like it's one of the new sound effects with the water sloshing around there. And you can dump it pretty much wherever you want.
Can you throw a flare inside the tunnel or somewhere else, so people be able to see the effects? Because it starts to emit some smoke during like 10 minutes or something. Yeah, it's cool. I like it. And last, I want to ask you, as a expert player, what's the difference for you? Like when do you use the torches and the glow sticks? Because for example, in the combat, I know that torches are much more, much less, do much less damage, and they are much cheaper to craft. But for you, there's some other difference?
Well, I personally pretty much use nothing but the torch right now, the glow torch specifically. I like the look of the ones you can make here better than the glow torch, just because it's kind of more of a natural kind of thing to go with the theme of the game than the bright blue glow torches. But for the most part, so long as you don't place them all, you're going to be using the starter glow torches as a weapon for a really long time.
I'm now remembering the Splattercat tutorial. You should use platforms.
Oh yeah, you'll be using them
It's like
all over the place all the time.
it's like the developers, but here is platforms. Yeah, enemies are. Yeah, the spiders. They really follow you. Yeah, sometimes are hard to yeah, make them lose your track. Yeah. What are you looking for now?
Well, now I'm going to go ahead and find a spot for my bed that I can put this up in here. So I got a spawn point that'll be a little more convenient for me. Currently, it doesn't actually have to be in a house. You can just put it pretty much wherever you want. So we're going to plop it way up there, jump.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you can do a second floor. Because we are here like 1 hour now, and if you wanted to show something more advanced, no? Yeah, this is how you can sleep and recover some health, and you can take a look at how slow it is. It takes to recover the full health. It could take like 2, 3, 4 minutes, I would say.
Probably more than that,
3
actually.
minutes. Let's say 3 maximum.
I'd say currently in the game it's probably closer to 10. And it is just
10
very
minutes. Oh my
slowly
God.
going.
Okay, but you can place some roof there, like a second floor or something. Can you show the fire arrows?
I actually can't make a bow yet. I gotta find some vines before that'll unlock, and then I can get those made up.
Another question, do you have all the graphic options enabled? No?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know. Yeah, like the black and white suit.
Yeah, I think it just looks a lot nicer. The blue one's not bad either, but I just kind of like the colors that have more of a contrast, like black and white or black and yellow. The other one, like, it's just really a lot of blue.
Yeah, you have kind of just enough space to place the bed and not much more. Yeah, this is kind of a small store for you. Oh, we found some weird thing. Yeah, you know what? I've experienced some kind of bugs with this with the bed. You can sleep pretty much everywhere. You know, yeah. It's a funny bug, man.
Oh,
You know what? Oh, she moves. She moves like trying to, yeah, yeah, to the ground right now. Okay. Bend position. Okay. and now you feel tired.
Well, you know what? That's what this is about. This is the pre-release version, so we're gonna be finding bugs and funky stuff like that. But I'm gonna try and see if I can't build up a little ways and see what happens if I jump on there, because that just shot me all the way over there. That'd be one easy way to get to the city, I suppose.
Yeah, you know what? I think that this is happening. Maybe I don't know, but I have some sort of problem like this. When I placed a bed on a second floor, I was always spawning on a first floor and not on the second floor where the bed was. So I don't know what's happening, but looks like there is a problem with the placing the bed and respawning. I told to Adrian, what the fuck is that, man? Because you wanna prove that there is no problem with sleeping. There is some kind of, yeah. Sometimes she goes on the floor. Yeah, that's a weird thing. Mm-hmm.
I wonder if it's not actually because I had my spawn point there, and then I put the bed down pretty close to where it was the first time.
Yeah, well, I think that it's a good moment to test the arrows, the fire arrows, and say goodbye, and we can continue tomorrow and try to evolve the character a little bit more. Or what do you think? Do you think you can do something really cool in very short time?
Well, let's see what we've got. I still have to research the bow first.
Yeah,
It looks like that's not going to happen, no?
Yeah, let's go for the bow and the fire arrows, and then we can sleep in peace today.
Looks like we'll actually have to continue this tomorrow. We've encountered another bug that they've been working on for a little while, the research bug, so I won't actually be able to research the bow, to research the arrows, to show it off.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, you know. It's a lot of stuff you have to research, and then you have to find this and that thing to craft this another thing, no?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, the game is kind of a graphic adventure. You remember that graphic adventure that where I don't know if you played the like point and click adventures. It's like you have to get to make some kind of action, and it's like a recipe, and they tell you, I need this ingredient and I need this thing. So you are kind of trying to make everybody happy and trying to look for the objects. In this respect, this is very similar. You have to look for this. You spend the game researching, battling enemies, and looking for all kinds of materials and minerals and stuff. Have you saved the game?
I did. We've got everything saved up good.
Oh, great. What are you going to do now?
Alright. This character's a little higher tier. He's got a lot of really cool gear. But this is just an example of some of the stuff you can do with one of the bases you can build. This one I've got way down here in the lava biome. I didn't want to make it very symmetrical, so I've just got stuff all over the place. You'll see we just got wires and other equipment and that kind of gear. But this is just a quick preview, and we'll look at some of this stuff a little bit more in depth in another release. Though I suppose we can open up this nice crate that we've got spawned here. And whenever you find those, just break them open and get whatever items you want. But I don't need any torches right now. But other than that, again, we'll continue tomorrow. Look over a few other things. Most likely it will probably be Spoon who will be streaming then, and we'll take a look at some of the other cool stuff that you've got in the game.
Okay, so thank you very much for coming, and we hope you liked what we progresses in the game, in the development. And yeah, we continue tomorrow with we will try to show off the what we haven't got time to explain from the updates and the new fixes in the game. So have a nice time. See you hopefully very soon.